I'm like trying to watch TV and not get angry at it. You know, like they have like the like you know like the we support you kind of vibe, but it's like if you are intelligent, you understand it's kind of like a hate crime. You know, you understand it's they think you're disgusting, but they're gonna like act like they're nice to you. You know, like act like they support you kind of thing. And I'm just like okay, you know. And so, but like Marvin Windows has been popping up, and I've been trying to get a job through Marvin Windows since the first time I applied with them. And like they have always like wanted nothing to do with me, and it really like hurt my feelings. And I'm just like, and back in the day I had like a window problem, you know, because I had a house and then I had a bathroom, and they had like the what do you want to call it, privacy like window, you know, but you can still like see the outline of the person's body. And back in the day I did not know that really, you know. But my neighbor told me about that, and I'm just like, oh okay, you know, kind of thing like that. And like so I pulled down the blinds, but sometimes you forget. And so, but apparently you can see straddles and stuff like that. And so it turned into this big huge thing, you know. And it's just, you know, because my neighbor really didn't like me back then, and you know, he wanted us to move like almost immediately, and we just bought the house, you know, kind of thing like that. And you know, and so it is whatever, you know. And so that was another reason why I wanted to look at Marvin Windows, is because to manage that like noise in society for me, you know. And so but I think Marvin Windows is getting upset because I made a air quality, you know, complaint. You know, they like DigiKey. And the thing is, Marvin Windows is like a big company. They have like a bunch of buildings in the FM area, you know. And so like I've done a walkthrough through one, and it was pretty clean. Like I was surprised, but that building pays a lot better than what it pays now, you know. Back in the day I think it was gonna like start out making like $24 an hour. And so, but like nowadays, you know, has decreased. And starting out pay for Marvin Windows is the same thing as DigiKey, and that's $20 an hour. And I don't know why it has went down, you know. I can make myself feel better and tell myself lies, and I don't know if the acts are real or not, but I can just say that Canda's taking over, even though I have no clue. It just makes me feel better, you know, on why, you know, pay is decreasing, you know, instead of increasing, because we are a debt society. The United States is a debt society, so things need to go up. Pay needs to go up to pay off the debt, you know, because then, but it is whatever, you know. It's a job and it gives me money, and hopefully, you know, I have some extra money at the end of the month so I can, you know, do some fun things, you know. And if not, you know, at least, you know, I have room and shelter, you know. I have a place to stay and food to eat, you know. And that's the main thing in life, you know, is. But once, you know, I can overcome the survival aspect of things, you know, then maybe I can, you know, thrive and have, you know, a life, you know, and some enjoyment in life, you know. But I find it interesting because the first time I worked at GK, it was only for like not even a month, you know. And they want to do this like hopping thing, and I'm just like, no, I am not going to do this hopping thing. But I met some people that worked at DigiKey, and DigiKey and Marvin Windows has some type of like contract with one another, and I think it's just to keep pay down. I don't know if that's a real reason, but to find an excuse to not give people pay raises, you know. And so I'm curious after a year if I'm still gonna be working at like in the same building and stuff. But you know, I might just transfer over to Marvin Windows if blackmail DigiKey into transferring me over to Marvin Windows sooner than later, because that's how we run things. Apparently that's love nowadays, is blackmail, even though people have no clue what blackmail is. Because, yep. Either way, you know, hopefully I can stay at a place longer than a year, because then you start getting vacation pay, paid time off, and then you can start focusing on like long-term goals, and that's huge, you know, like it's huge. You can stay at a place longer than a year. So I'm gonna try to turn on my TV and see if they still on hate crime or blackmail, whatever you guys wanna call it, because, you know, they just like to, you know, do this finger thingy.